Peace. Hey, hey. Heaven now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Right now, I just want to share with y'all what crystals I use to start my day with, or at least which ones I'm using right now. Dealing with working with crystals, one might ask, when to work with what crystal, or, wondering how I deal with crystals in that sense too. And it's just, that came about, so that's why I'm sharing, because I had this situation where I would see, start my day off, it's a physical thing, for the most part. Of course, you meditate, but starting your day off, you're about to start taking care of physical tasks. You're probably going to run some errands, work on writing your book, whatever the case may be, you're about to be active. And so what I do is I work with stones that stimulate being active, Matter of fact, in most cases, that stimulate the lower chakras in essence. One of them is a ruby. Which is hard to see. But the ruby, is good for that vitality, but good for passion. It's almost like garnet in essence, which garnet is another good one. Ruby brings about a certain passion that connects the heart chakra with the root chakra. So it's gonna have like that vitality, that courage and fearlessness, mixed with that love and that desire and that passion. Those two places connect when you're dealing with ruby. And also with a lot of root chakra crystals, or like lower chakra crystals that resonate with the lower chakras, they're also going to help the organs and the glands in this area. Ruby, I think the kidneys may get some support through ruby, but I know just in general the digestive system, digestive tract is stimulated, and and is able to operate better when working with ruby and other certain crystals of this nature. But starting your day off, sometimes a lot of us, we had a nice little meal, the day before, start off the day dropping them lower vibrations, and I got a video about that, like using certain crystals, like when dropping those lower vibrations in the morning, which more spoke to high vibrational crystals, but the crystals that resonate with the lower chakras are help in that area as well. So starting that day off, go and drop them lower vibrations off, so you could fly. You know what I'm saying? Make me think about how, like, I don't know if this is probably the thing for everybody. Like, after you use the bathroom, singing R. Kelly, I believe I could fly. You're light. You could levitate. Dropping them lower vibrations. Like, as much as I'm clowning, it's a literal thing, because you'll feel yourself, feeling a little lighter. You know what I'm saying? Got more of a little connection, compared to, because too, when you got all that matter in that digestive system, that's gonna kind of, in essence, kind of clog up your solar plexus and sacral chakra as well. So, you clean that out, because again, to start your day, you want some confidence, you want some self-esteem, you want some creativity. You know what I'm saying? So you want those chakras to be, operating, to the maximum capacity, But definitely ruby is a good one to start off with. Again, the passion, the vitality, just that energy, to work. Magnetic hematite, or hematite in general. Hematite gonna help with the blood flow, in which, of course, the ruby helps with vitality in that same manner, but this one helps with the blood flow, not only for reasons of vitality, so it helps the blood to be able to carry more oxygen but it's also good for helping the blood to form iron. So for those anemic people, or for the ladies, and we're going through the moon cycles, the hematite helps to replenish that iron, and helps to replenish the red blood cells, so keep your energy levels up, stop you from, feeling anemic. Hematite good for that. Also, hematite is great for protection from negativity. Starting your day off, you want to stay, you want the bullshit, you want to be blocking the bullshit as soon as you start off your day, you know what I'm saying? So hematite will help with that, and more so just so much of the strong grounding. I tell people when we dealing with stones, like, to protect us from negativity, for the most part, what you're really doing is working with a crystal that's fortifying your root chakra, and grounding you, and not only fortifying your auric field, but creating a certain vibration in you where you're gonna be courageous at speaking up at protecting your energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a blend of both of those things, but it's just a stimulation of the root chakra, and with the root chakra being, fortified, people can't, come through and get at your aura like they would be if you're not fully grounded. You have to be fully grounded, otherwise that's when people could pick from you like a little fruit tree, as far as energetic wise. But definitely the hematite, and I gotta exercise dealing with hematite and rose quartz to put a protective barrier around your body. But again, the hematite is good. Also, to a certain extent, good for manifestation, because it has you so grounded in that root. You're making sure you're taking care of your, the revenue, the shelter. Root chakra is about taking care of yourself, and it's about being in your body, to actually take care of yourself, like resonating with your physical. Because some of us, in which I get into aragonite, because aragonite is mainly for that as well. But like for those people who are, I'm a star being, I don't belong on earth, this and that, and I'm saying it like that because I used to be one of those people. It's like, oh man, I'm trying to. Of course, we are high vibrational beings, star beings, but we happen to be here on earth. You know what I'm saying? And if we got something to do in the physical, we got to make sure our body suit is operating at maximum capacity. So, we got to feel comfortable in this body suit. So the hematite and the aragonite helps for that, and the aragonite more so because it really creates a strong connection to the earth star chakra. So it really connects like deep into the earth and creates a real strong grounding vibe. But and also hematite is good for concentration and decision making. Why? Because it has so much of a grounding vibration to it. When you're centered, I tell people every time I bring up if a crystal is for decision making or stuff like that, I'm like, it's because it's having you be so grounded. You're in that mid space, so you kind of just really, really consciously aware. Compared to like say for instance, we got good energy flowing and this and that, but it's a little loose. Like you kind of like. Like the energy is on a high vibrational vibe to where you're almost kind of like, lightheaded and just kind of almost everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Compared to with the hematite, that grounding vibe from it, which I also would bring up. Pyrite is another good one. It's pyrite and sulfur mixed with iron, so you get that fiery, hop into action, creativity vibe with the sulfur. But anyway, I see. I going off. That's a lesson to me. I gotta stop doing that. That's why I be falling out of what I'm saying too. Is to teach me to stay in the information you're dealing with. Stop trying to add some little extra stuff. It is what it is. Though I like to do that. But anyway, what I was speaking on with the hematite. Oh, the concentration. So hematite and pyrite. It's good for your decision making, and then the mental, like doing analytics and stuff like that, because you could focus better whenever you're centered and you're grounded. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, hematite creates that kind of connection, and good for the memory as well. I would suggest hematite, fluorite, and pyrite. Is a good little combination. I think apatite is another good one. It's got blue apatite, but good for retaining information. Keeping information in the memory, and of course the aragonite, which I kind of indirectly went through. The main thing what I use it for is great for that grounding vitality, connecting you to earth. The people that feel like they're disconnected, you gotta feel one with your body in order to operate and take care of things. So it works good on that level. Matter of fact, it works good with I got a video on the shamanic anchoring exercise or breathing technique, in essence, or visualization / breathing technique. But anyway, this is a good crystal to work with while doing that. Like I would probably have it if it don't, because I can't remember if I speak on doing it with your hands like this or by your side. But even if your hands are occupied and you can't hold it while you're standing up, put it in between your feet. You know what I'm saying? So right in the middle place in between your feet on the ground. And it's definitely gonna create a strong connection of bringing that connectional energy to mama, connecting you with that shamanic resonance, and also while making sure you pumping out that negativity out the bottom of your body, out your feet. Definitely just good for feeling one in your body. Also, I think it's great for the nervous system, and I guess to a certain extent, it, like how I'm talking about, it connecting with the Earth Star chakra. You got the nervous system, you got the sciatic nerve, which is the longest nerve in the body, which runs from the top of the skull to the bottom of your heels. And that's the nerve that brings that shamanic resonance. So when we barefoot outside, that sciatic nerve. That's why I too make sure you letting your heel touch the earth as well, and not so much just the front of your feet or anything of that nature. Make sure that heel really digging in, because that sciatic nerve is running that vibration back up, to the crown. On the physical level, and it ain't even metaphysical. We ain't even talking visualization, just to show you how your body works in alignment with your chakras. In essence, like that ain't even an energy field. Like that's something. Somebody cut you open, you're gonna see your sciatic nerve, and it's pumping that vibration. Because that blood has water in it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like that. We're 70% water, and as your sciatic nerve on the bottom of your foot is resonating with the blood, right there, and that blood is, running up, to the skull. So it's bringing that vibration up to the higher chakras. That's definitely the vibe. Again, working with crystals that bring that vitality, that joy. You wanna start your day feeling good, feeling happy. Matter of fact, citrine is another good one. I don't have one on me right now, but it's definitely good for that joyous, childlike disposition. Almost on some, bruh, can't nothing stop me from being happy and joyous today. You know what I'm saying? Like citrine is that bust a dance in the mirror before you start your day. Like really though, like citrine definitely has like a joyous vibe to it, and it protects from negativity without needing clearing. So, it definitely has that strong aspect right there. Now, a little wild card to a certain extent on starting off the day, the crystal quartz. But crystal quartz, because it's programmable and you can set intention with crystal quartz. And I just finished talking about water and how water, holds the vibe, but crystal quartz hold that vibration just like water in essence. I mean, to a certain extent, Well, no, that's mostly anhydrous. I mean, it's silica dioxide. So, I mean, if anything, the closer it is to water is having the oxygen molecules, you know what I'm saying? But it still retains information, you know. Now, apophyllite almost has like more of somewhat of a water content in it, you know. So that's why apophyllite, you know, carries that vibration. But quartz definitely good with, you know, or whatever your intentions you're setting with it, that's what it amplifies. Now, I had to catch myself because me working with quartz, you know, for myself, you know, I work with it from time to time because I'll forget that I'm working with it or have it on me. And I'm going with the flow on a certain type of vibe. And, you know, like, well, of course, you're on your high vibrational vibes, but every now and then you might crack a joke with somebody, you know, or deal with something on, you know, you might deal with the how can I say, you know, the yin and the yang. You might be dealing with the darker negative side of yourself for a second, you know what I'm saying? But not realizing you got that quartz on you, that quartz to amplify that vibe. So even though, say for instance, you know, for myself, like I could pass through it, and it's cool to pass through, you know, we a whole being, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's cool to deal with your shadows in that essence, you know, but at the same time, it's like if you're not paying attention, you know, that quartz amplified, and you'll be in that vibe, you know, the whole time, not realizing it because the quartz amplifying it. So, you know, you definitely want to be aware of that. But say, for instance, you can start off your day like, hey, quartz, I want you to amplify the vibration of abundance within me. That's another thing, too, with stuff like abundance. You know, you're not trying to say, hey, make this happen. Like, hey, quartz, make people give me money today. You know what I'm saying? Like on some stuff like that. I mean, now, of course, to a certain extent, it does amplify whatever, you know, you put out there. But say, for instance, on a real more, how can I say, an aspect of how it truly manifests, you want to tell the quartz to amplify the vibration of abundance. May I vibrate on the vibration of abundance unconditionally. So no matter the condition, I'm always feel a vibe of abundance within my being. Because if that's the case, if you're always feeling abundant, then you're gonna attract the money. You know what I'm saying? The money, all that comes with you feeling the abundance. So, you know, amplifying that vibe of abundance, or you know, or outside, because I've been talking about everything being about vitality for starting your day off. But you know, again, meditation. You know, hey, quartz, I want you to amplify the quietness in the mind, you know, before I, you know, as I meditate, you know, and then put it there for a little while, envision it touching the pineal or going into the, you know, into your brain. Matter of fact, you could actually envision some hands going on top of lips in your brain, you know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you. But, you know, you'd be like, crystal quartz, I want to amplify, you know, the quietness within my mind. I want to amplify the meditative state. You know, help you quiet that mind before you go into meditation. And then, you know, and then you mind clear. So now you're receiving all the stuff from higher self that's inspiring you to go into places where the synchronicity is set up for you. You could hear it now compared to where you clogged up by your brain noise, where you can't even follow your intuition smoothly and be in the right spots at the right time on the synchronicity vibe. You know, but definitely with setting intentions, the crystal quartz definitely is a good one. Basically it, you know, starting the day off again with the vitality, things that give you that connection to earth. You know, you're gonna be moving, you in your physical body, you in your earth, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to operate. And again, that's more so sharing from, you know, the aspect of, you know, that getting up and taking care of your tasks. Because of course some of us get up and the first thing, like I brought up with the quartz, I do, you know, first thing I do is meditate. But you know, once meditation done, you know, you gotta get the ball rolling, you know. So that's crystals. That's good for that situation. You know, hope that information helps y'all on y'all journey. Peace. Happy now. Now it's a vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.